Hey, this is Chris Masse, Sun-Gazette sports staff. It's been a while since we talked. I think the last time I did a video was when South Williamsport softball was making its run to the state final. So I haven't had a rant in a long time, so I figured let's go. So I wanted to talk about politics today, and just kidding. We don't. I'm not doing that here. This is all sports, and there's enough to rant about in sports. And the funny thing is, I want to rant about like fan behavior and parents' behavior. And there was a video I shared on Twitter last night of a coach shoving an umpire, and I wanted to see if we could link it on this video that we're doing here. And so, but I didn't know where to look, so I just typed in coach shoving umpire. And it's a sad state on our society that about 100 different videos popped up of different coaches and different people shoving umpires. That's what an indictment. Like, where are we as a society where we're acting like this, where we feel like it's okay to do that? And I mean, these are coaches, for crying out loud, that are doing it. And the one that I saw that set off this rant was a travel baseball game, and it was 15-6. I mean, not that the score or the significance of the game should matter, but what are you really that upset about when you're down 9 runs, or up 9 runs for that matter? But again, like I said, if it's Game 7 in a World Series and there's something big going on, you still don't act like that. I mean, I'm dating myself here, but if you go back to 1985, the St. Louis Cardinals might have lost a World Series on a horrible call at first base, but Whitey Herzog didn't push the umpire. He got ejected the next night for arguing him and chirping at him the whole time, but he didn't push him. He didn't shove him. And in this video that I'm referring to, there's an idiot parent in the background just screaming the whole time. I mean, the voice is like nails down a chalkboard, and defending what the coach is doing. Because I get the umpire did, when he got attacked, he threw his face mask at the guy and started trying to beat him with it. Not condoning that. The umpire shouldn't have done that either. But he's also acting in self-defense there. But the fact that this parent is screaming at the umpire and saying how wrong she is and condoning the coach pushing the umpire is just a sad state of affairs. Like, how pathetic do you have to be that you're doing that your first thought is, hey, I'm gonna shove an umpire because I don't like his call? I mean, it stinks. I get mad at officials. I get mad at referees during 49er games. During a lot of games, and I want anybody that follows me on Twitter knows I'm an idiot during 49er games, but I've never thought, hey, you know what I should do? Let me go send a death threat or something else like a lot of these people do, whether it's umpires or referees or somebody who fumbled a ball or dropped a ball, whatever. It's like you got to sit back and evaluate your priorities when you're sending death threats to people and when you're shoving umpires and when you're condoning that kind of behavior. Just around here, I know we've had a lot of coaches recently that have stepped out. I know I'm going from umpires being shoved to parent behavior. So we're covering a lot of bases here, but now transitioning to how a lot of parents and how a lot of fans deal with coaches around here. We're losing a lot of good coaches. Just recently, 3 that come to mind, all from the same school. And I think a lot of it is because of parent behavior and all the pressure that they're putting on these coaches. And these are good coaches doing good jobs with good teams. And I don't get it. Everybody thinks their kid's a Division I athlete. And so few people comprehend how hard it is to get to that level, whatever your sport is, and everybody likes to blame the coach for him or her not getting to the level that they're supposed to, and they're not favoring they favor certain kids, and I mean, I can tell you from my dad being a coach for a long time, and then from covering high school sports for 25 years, I'll tell you that coaches do favor players. They favor the ones that are the best one, that are give them the best shot at winning, and there's no conspiracy theory, out there that's going to deprive them of that. I mean, they want to win. They're competitors too, just like the kids are, the parents are. They want to do what they got to do to win. So they're not playing politics to get in the way of winning. They're going to do what it takes to win, and I just don't get it. I see it every year. I see it get worse every year. I see the behavior at games. I see, whether it's in this area or not, I see people approaching the dugout during baseball and softball games, and/or going into the dugout. I hear it during basketball games. The coaches being berated, whether their team's winning or losing. Football, soccer, you name it. The coaches can't win. When the teams are doing great, it's all the players, and give the players the credit. It is the players' game. The players do deserve most of the credit, but when they lose, it's all the coach's fault. So they're in a no-win situation, and maybe it's because my dad was a football coach who I saw go through similar circumstances, so maybe that makes me more sympathetic to him. But there's a right way and a wrong way to handle things, and I think in our society anymore, we're at least 60-40 in terms of people handling things the wrong way. And going back to pushing umpires and stuff, people have to evaluate where they're at. I want to win as much as anybody. When I was playing sports, I was a fierce competitor, but I never thought about starting a brawl or pushing an umpire or yelling at my coach. And as a parent, I think as a parent, I get it. I think parents who played sports probably want their kids to succeed a lot more than they did, because it's your kid. You want the best for them. And my kid played soccer. She ran track. I desperately wanted her to win, but you got to control your emotions. You got to evaluate where you're at and understand that if you're acting like a goof, you're embarrassing your kid. I mean, why do you want to do that? What kind of example are you setting for your kid? So I don't know. There's a lot of things we got to do different as a society when it comes to dealing with umpires and dealing with coaches and just behaving as fans. We got to be more respectful. Let the coaches do their jobs. Understand what they're telling you. Maybe your kid isn't a Division I athlete. Maybe they're just because they're not a Division I athlete doesn't mean they're not a good athlete and they're not doing well in sports. But let the coaches do their job. Sit back, enjoy it as much as you can. Support the team. Understand that it's a team sport. And it's not all about you. It's not all about just your kid. Let's all kind of unify. That's we're living in a society where everybody's polarized. It seems, whether it's politics, sports, whatever. Let's all take a breath, calm down, stop acting like knuckleheads out there, as one of our coaches likes to call kids when they're doing crazy stuff out there. That's knucklehead behavior. We got a lot of knuckleheads out there right now, so I'm way off base. I'm jumping around here, but the main thing is we gotta get some perspective. Stop acting like goofs, and let's make it better for the kids. Make it better for the umpires, and just maintain some perspective. So. Next week, I think we're going to start doing some football previews. I think we're going to start looking at some different area teams throughout the week, as we get closer to the season. So maybe I'll sprinkle in a rant here and there. I'm sure there'll be something that irks me between now and the beginning of football season. But for now, that's all. This is Chris Masse. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later.